But look, the Wizard game is out. You know, the game everyone's pretending that, no ethical consumption of the capitalism. Anyways, there's some news about said Wizard game that I thought was pretty interesting. So I want to share that with you guys. Let's go on a news journey. I'm putting out these kinds of videos because I'm working on a review. So in the meantime, you're going to get this. I'm a news dude. Yay. Alright, so this is from The Gamer. It says, Hogwarts Legacy trans characters were apparently added to distract from Rowling's bigotry. Sources say that the trans character was only added to control the conversation about the game. I'm reading this to you guys because I know my big old name is everywhere, but I got a brand. I'm so sorry. We're branding here. The reviews are coming in for this game, right? And from the reviews that I've seen, it's pretty solid, right? It's getting like high scores. People are saying that it's pretty lengthy, has good content. I haven't seen much about the combat so far yet, but again, these reviews are still coming in. The game's pretty long, but overall, good reviews, right? So not gonna focus on that. What I'm gonna focus on is something I saw on Twitter, which is why we're here on this website, was about this character's name. Now, this character's name we're gonna get to in a moment, but let's read what this article has to say. So the review dropped this morning. We were given more detail about Hogwarts Legacies, yada 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 yada. However, according to two different sources, the sole reason for including a trans character was to take control of the conversation in this way. Individuals close to the project are reporting that the NPC was added to counter the critics calling for a boycott, with one source describing the inclusion as performative bullshit. Ooh, yikes on a bike. This comes from both YouTubers Stephanie Sterling and Did You Know Gaming's Liam Robertson. I did the voice because that's what Sterling does sometimes. She will be like, Commander Stephanie Sterling and triple capitalism, and it's fine, whatever. This comes from both YouTuber. They share information from sources attached to the production Hogwarts there. Okay, so the character's name is Serona Ryan, and I know people can be, oh, you're looking too much into this. You're looking too much into this, but we're gonna go to Twitter afterwards and see that I'm not the one looking into this. It's already been looked into. People are like, what the fuck name is that? But yeah, the article just goes on to talk about how the game is just including a trans character just to be inclusive, but like kind of just like appease people. Because apparently, according to this, it's a token character who has little time in it. They're barely in it, right? I'm told that they added a token trans NPC to pivot the conversation away from JKR. They're barely in it. And then Robert says, I guess the minor NPC is supposed to be it. It really is transparent, performative wokeness at its worst. Regardless, a lot of people, like the person quoted below, will use it to hand-wave concerns from the trans community instead of listening. Instead, we've already seen this take place. Those who claim to support the trans community but still want to play Hogwarts Legacy are pointing to the inclusion of this character as evidence of the game itself not being transphobic. Therefore, they argue that they are supporting the game does not support J.K. Rowling. Despite this, Rowling has previously used the ongoing success of Harry Potter as a franchise to argue that many share her transphobic beliefs, even if other arguments against that boycott are discounted, as many argue that reducing the amount of money she receives is pointless when she is already incredibly wealthy. It's clear that Harry Potter's continued success keeps her culture relevant. It certainly gives her the belief that many support her transphobia or at least don't see it as a deal breaker, which is essentially true, right? Like, I'm not getting on a pedestal or whatever, but like, it is logically and factually true. If this person is getting money from Harry Potter stuff, they're going to be culturally relevant. Now, this new game that's coming out, which is gonna make money, we know that for a fact, is going to keep her culturally relevant. And we know this because there's other authors out there, for example, like George R.R. Martin, who people aren't even talking about anymore, right? Some people are still waiting for the newest A Song of Storms or A Song of Ice and Fire books, but no one's talking about him, right? Yeah, his shit's very popular, but no one's talking about him because he's not in the social consciousness. J.K. Rowling is. The continuously purchasing of Harry Potter products and its spin-offs will keep her culturally relevant. That's just, you can't get around that. Now, whether you want to get around that or not, that's a whole different conversation. I'm just kind of sticking to this. But now let's go to the actual character. So the character's name is Serona, right? Serona Ryan, which is, I mean, it tracks with the Harry Potter naming scheme, but like, so let's go on Twitter now. This person is like, yeah, Man in a dress, Lady Secret Boy. Sexina Predatore. Oh, can transgender be Mexican? Question mark. Eve Apple. Beardly Womana. Philia Pedona. They Vimington. It tracks with the typical Harry Potter naming scheme. Like, there's a black character named Kinsley Shacklebolt, and if you don't see why that is an issue, I mean, but yeah, I mean, these are from, you know, supposedly trans accounts here, right? Fucking Serona Ryan, like, they're not a token trans character named Serona Ryan, really? Cho Chang, King Shacklebolt, Anthony Goldstein, Serona. Serona Ryan. Yes, like, they're all saying the same thing, right? Like, Cho Chang, Kingsley, Serona, yeah, it's the same stuff. I think the trans community can accept the first trans character in Harry Potter being named Serona Ryan if they introduce the first TERF character being named her divorced. It's a bad naming system. It's so funny though. Like, it doesn't help your case to be like, hey, we're being inclusive, we're not doing anything related to JK, but then to adopt her name scheme. Like, Sir Rona Ryan. Ryan is a typically masculine name, male name, right? And you have Sir as someone's name. And again, people are gonna make, but you're looking too much into it. It's not just me, it's a clear chain. Like, it's literally all of these posts. Like, Sarah was a dude and guy with actually, you guys should look at it. It's just kind of funny. This shit's kind of funny. It's kind of banger, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's just, oh boy, this game and controversy seem to go hand in hand, which is always going to happen. Again, the reviews here, you know what, just to be fair and or balanced, I'll show you some of the reviews. See, look, I'm being fair and balanced, you guys. It's not just me shitting on it. Has an 86 on Metacritic. And not everyone has it. It's got 100% on VG Games. You know, everyone's giving a good score. The lowest so far is, let's say, the Guardian score. So we'll see the lowest score and we'll see the highest score. Hogwarts Legacy review, wizarding, wish fulfillment, whose magic wears off. Alright, and let's see here. It's a shame that the game can't escape this content because tremendous efforts have been put to clearly diversifying Pod's magical world. Aside from baffling decision to use one of the book's most uncomfortable tropes, the goblins as the central antagonist, Hogwarts Legacy is studiously inclusive. Hogwarts students and the staff hail from Uganda, India, Korea. It is heavily implied, if not outright stated, that at least one's character is trans. Ooh, at least one. Heavily implied, if not stated. That's kind of a, okay. A female quest giver casually refers to her wife. Oh. Okay, I'm not shooting on it, but I will say this. People who keep mentioning like, oh, but like LGBT, like, she's only mad at the T. Like, she doesn't care if you're queer, like if you're gay, if you're bi, if you know, she doesn't care about that. So having a female quest giver talking about their wife is although for the purest people who are like time period wise, that wouldn't be accurate. I'm just saying, people like to say shit like that about when they have like black people in other games where it's like, oh, that's not the wrong time period, but okay. And they kind of just say they had an enjoyable time. The game doesn't have many personality. The story, which revolves around a goblin character, is thin and uninteresting. Interrogates nothing about the dark arts or the source conflict between wizard kind and radical denizens. The player character, who look like whatever, is too posh to be memorable. The friendships they develop are not meaningful or believable. And even the most likable characters just feel like quest givers. Okay, so they're not super big on it. I mean, this game isn't even out yet for everyone to touch. But like, let's see one of the high reviews. Okay, so real talk, I can't read this Hebrew, so we're gonna do it English. Okay, so about 5 years ago, okay, whatever. Always when content adapting to the media, the new developers always announce that they are fans of the original, therefore they want to adapt to the best, sometimes into success. Okay, okay, you know what? I can't do this. But you can see it has good scores overall. So I'm not gonna be talking about like the game itself. Like obviously, I'm not playing it. I don't have the copy to review. But just the stuff surrounding it, calling someone Sir Rona Ryan is wild. It is wild. I don't know why you would keep the naming scheme of that. If this is an original character, just name him whatever. Like, granted, yeah, again, she does have characters named like, you know, Goldstein and Shacklebolt, who one is black and one is, you know, Jewish. But you don't have to do that. Like, Harry Potter is just Harry Potter. Hermione Granger is Hermione Granger. Sir Rona Ryan could have been literally anything else. Could have been Christine Ryans. There you go. Like, this is, oh man. I mean, but yeah, play the game if you want to play the game. Don't play if you want to play it. I'm not going to play it for my reasons, but I just think it's funny. I just want to share it with you guys.